Top Chef Season 20, Episode 12 is solidly in our past. Let's tuck our junk and break down an episode full of jiggly deception, aptly called Goodbye, London. What? I can't show that? Alright. We start with an ollie workout that could reheat my dinner from here. Tom fucks up Godbree's bed while they talk about who might be coming back from Last Chance Kitchen.
Did you just make your bed?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, mother.
Buddha talks a bit about his dad, who passed away right before last season, and reminds us how much he wants to go to Paris.
But I'd love to go to France. That's for sure.
It's a nice little bit of wholesome sweetness right before this show forces my hand and makes me talk about all the things that jiggle.
I don't think you're ready for this
Jelly.
I don't think you're ready for
This jelly.
I don't think you're ready for this.
Your jelly. You want a little quiver.
Jiggly, jiggly.
It feels good.
I don't think I'm ready for this jelly either. So let's just get to it. We meet Sam Bompus, who's guest judge and director of Bompus and Parr in London, and wait a minute! There's titty jelly? Why is there a pair of pliers pinching the nipple part? Ooh, Top Chef, you need Jesus. Not that I'm complaining, the experience of Padma and the gang talking about jelly was endlessly entertaining.
There's gotta be a wobble.
As if you haven't guessed, the quickfire challenge, other than for me to make as many jelly jokes as I can, is to make a dish that utilizes a mold and features a jelly. They have 30 minutes to prep, 1 hour for the dish to set, and an additional 15 minutes to serve after the set time is up. The chefs get cooking and they all seem to be having a blast here. We learn that Tom is a bit of a prankster.
Oh my god, there's goat cheese inside.
And then he drops this bomb on us.
I went to a clown school. They're not that fun as I thought it is.
And how to throw a pie.
We learn that Sarah tried to poison Padma once.
A lot of Maker's Mark. Too much booze. Sorry, Padma.
And Godbry makes the easiest cake on the planet using this familiar kitchen item.
Which I've warmed in the microwave.
The chefs leave their mold for about an hour and come back to finish up. It seems like everyone pulled off what they were hoping for, except that Godbry's jelly didn't set.
There's no time to wiggle anymore.
Great point, Godbry. Time is of the essence. Let's go straight to the plating. Godbry made a dulce de leche panna cotta, strawberry and raspberry coulis, and mint. Ali made a dark chocolate cremo, black currant sauce, and pistachio crumble. Tom made a goat cheese panna cotta, cherry jelly, beetroot discs, curry popcorn, and cider gel. Buddha made an orange blossom saffron ice cream with orange blossom jelly and panna cotta. Sarah made a layered buttermilk and strawberry jelly with fresh strawberries, ginger, and pecans. Godbry and Tom were at the bottom. Godbry's gel didn't set, and Tom's flavors didn't gel together. Ali, Sarah, and Buddha all did great, but the jiggliest of three was Buddha. Fuck. For the elimination challenge, Padma serves up a softball for me.
Good, because things are about to get tricky.
Trompe-l'oeil ceramics are a trick of the eye, and the elimination challenge is to make a dish that looks or tastes like something else or surprises the judges in some way. All the chefs are stuck on what to do here because they have to make a plan, decide what they're going to do, and create a shopping list all on the way to the store.
I don't know what to do.
Halfway through the shopping trip, and Ali is still wandering through the store wondering what he's going to make.
I don't know what am I doing, and I'm shopping at the same time.
Afterwards, the chefs get to have a final dinner in London. They talk about all the trials and tribulations they've been through thus far. Sarah brings up a sore subject about the lamb debacle, and Godbry gets to rub it in a little.
Because you left me with the lamb?
We arrive at the stunning Hatfield house and the five get cooking. Jesus, the chefs really upped their game here. It was just a dream to watch. The creativity and the technique were all top-notch in this episode. Let's get to the plating. Sarah made a duck fat matzo ball soup with poached chicken, apple and bone marrow, salsa, and herbs. The judges are a little bit confused as to what Sarah's dish was supposed to look like. They all agreed it was delicious, but there were some murmurs about a lack of direction. Godbry makes a lemon brioche with lamb tartare, macadamia, and parmesan foam. When Godbry plates his dish, the judges are absolutely confounded.
It's a dirty plate.
Then Godbry explains it's supposed to look like a dirty dish with a sponge to clean it, and we get a pregnant pause that rivals Brian's detective work in Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, shouldn't that be an automatic win? He literally tricked them.
Dirty plate with a sponge.
All right.
Okay.
I just found it.
Come on. What's it take? Ali made a falafel, sumac mousse, chickpeas, quinoa mousse, herbs, and breadcrumb soil. Tom served a seaweed and fish stock caviar, almond cream, and seaweed salad, to just about the widest reaction, ranging from that was the most technically proficient to if it looks like caviar, it shouldn't taste like caviar, even though it wasn't actually caviar. Buddha served beef and onion red wine, bread porcini, polpette cherries, and a potato croquette black truffle. And Top Chef served up the most liberal use of quote fingers in the entire season.
I hope my lack of fingers doesn't prevent the perception of my air quotes.
We get to the judges' table, and Buddha and Gabri get the well-deserved accolades as their most deceptively deceptive dishes. Buddha takes home his 4th win in a row with a dish that one of the judges compares to a Renoir painting, albeit in a voice that is the deepest and most soothing voice I have ever heard in my life.
I thought it was actually pretty tasty. It actually reminded me of like a Swiss broth. It's the most technical one where you'd expect a trick of the eye dish to be. It's actually quite tasty. I could really relate to it, like being a chef and like late night having a glass of wine and some things you pull out of the fridge and eat together. I felt like I was having that experience. This is inspired by a garden. Yeah. What really struck me is that it looked like a scene from a Renaissance painting. It looked like snail eggs. This looks like a glass of red wine. I like the use of the herbs. It was actually one of the tastiest dishes.
Buddha, your dishes are delicious. Sarah, Ali, and Tom are brought before the judges to be scalded, and Tom reminds me of a young Jake and what I remember was every minute of his childhood.
Tom.
Hi.
Sorry, Dad. The judges reiterate that Tom's dish looked beautiful, but the flavors didn't come together. And serving something that looked and tasted just like caviar wasn't the theme of the challenge. Sarah, on the other hand, made a delicious matzo ball soup, but just didn't deliver on any recognizable theme. Judge Tom showed his disappointment in her copying of others with those small gels that she added for no reason. Ali tried to explain his deconstructed falafel components in his fake garden, but...
And you thought that worked texturally?
Not 100%.
Check.
I messed up.
To be honest, I struggled to try and wrap this up in a tidy bow. Sometimes you deliver something amazing and you still fall short. There's a lot about this world that doesn't make sense. To do your best is really all you can do to try and understand it all. Happy with the message and the dish she delivered, Tom signs off this way.
It's the best job in the world, and I'm not gonna damn change, that's for sure.
That's the fun thing about life, man. In a lot of ways, you don't have to. Look, I'll do the cringy thing and ask you to like and subscribe. We come up with new video content every Thursday. For now, I'll see you next week. I know we always like to end with one last joke, and last week we missed it. So to make up for it, I'm going to deliver to you the most inconvenient censorship of Top Chef history. I promise you this is real.
We're going to Paris.
At least buy Paris a drink first. Anybody else got something to say?
El gato is now le Le
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna out all these boys.
I want to do my thing. I want to the things I love.
So I've been for 15 years now, myself and, well, my best friend, and you're left with an embarrassing puddle.
It feels good.